Hello, Uta Hagen here of Trans Widow, Uta Hagen YouTube channel and Substack blog, utahagen.substack.com, with a variety of daffodils, along with a bouquet of classic garden daffodils that are all yellow. We have here in my specialty bouquet Brackenhurst and Ceylon and Barrett Browning, and it's just so fun to share the screen with these flowers. Oh my goodness. So Brianna Wu, who is a PAC, a Political Action Committee CEO, I think the company is called Relion, for left politics, and Dr. Marci Bowers, who is a so-called sex reassignment surgeon, had an interview on, or a discussion, or you could say it's not really a debate, on a new channel by Alex Grodd called, he calls it, with lowercase letters, The Disagreement. I think, in this, Wu and Bowers tried very, very hard not to disagree, but actually they were in complete disagreement. And I think that maybe it was a learning experience for Brianna Wu, who is formerly John Walker Flint. I wonder if it was a learning experience for Marci, who formerly Mark Bowers. I think that actually in the narcissism race, Bowers won, which is pretty amazing. So after praising Bowers and kowtowing and everything, Wu gets to the gist of what he wants to talk about, saying, I do have extreme concerns about the Standards of Care 8, which is the number 8 in the variation from this organization that Bowers just stepped down from being president of. And he says, and what I see as a very political direction that our healthcare has taken. I'm assuming that he means not our healthcare being U.S. healthcare. He means our healthcare, meaning, okay, we call ourselves trans women our healthcare, which I don't think is backed up by the science. That's why I'm here today. So what Bowers goes into is not a curiosity about, well, what is really on Brianna Wu's mind about this. Instead, he does the narcissistic thing of taking up time, talking about this organization in a very self-glorifying way. WPATH, the World Professional Association for Transgender Health, Bowers says, is like any other major medical organization. We have legal personnel, psychologists, therapists, so it has a broader base of membership, but it is very much as scientific as the American Medical Association or the American Psychological Association, the Endocrine Society, the American Society for Plastic Surgery. Now, what Wu doesn't bring up in response to this is, are you aware that there is now the American College of Pediatrics, which completely disagrees with your standards of care for children? Are you aware that the American Society for Plastic Surgery has now put out a memorandum against doing these sex trait modification surgeries on minors? What I say about Bowers' speech is what Mary McCarthy said about Lillian Hellman. Mary McCarthy being decades ago, literary critic, and Lillian Hellman being a playwright and an author who wrote some things that weren't true. So what Mary McCarthy said about Lillian Hellman is every word she says is a lie, including and the. So this is my estimation of Darcy. I want to call him Darcy, of Dr. Marci, formerly Mark Bowers. Every word he says is a lie, including and the. He is pretending that no controversies exist on this. He is completely stonewalling the whole thing. So he says, are there holes in the evidence or areas that are not yet completed? Sure, as there is in any field. But the intent and the integrity of the science is there. You can kick the rugs and find little omissions anywhere you look with any organization deflecting. I would actually argue that WPATH does it very well and has also changed. And then he goes into the diversity that WPATH has, because now 43 countries are some version of members, and there are 4,500 members, and there are women who think they're men who are called transmasc in the totalitarian terminology of Dr. M. Bowers. I'm not going to try to go through it paragraph by paragraph, because that's just too lengthy, and you will be able to get the information at my Substack blog, utahagen.substack.com. That will be in the description. Take time to smell the flowers.